Before the video, I have a quick announcement. We have a Patreon now. Patreon.com/allintogether. There will be sideboard guides and strategy write-ups, my thoughts about the formats. As I prep for events, I'll be writing notes up there and just saying, hey, these are decks I'm working on. It's just optional support. It's a great way to give back, and it helps me out a lot. And as well, there's a cool Talistar card back that we have that you can use if you'd like to. It's the art here done by Dead Mint, and these will also be available as Frostbite tokens coming soon. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, this is Rob with All Together. Verdance just LL'd, and I thought, let's make some videos. I'm pretty excited about this. I think we get some really interesting changes to the meta now. I think Victor's probably maybe top 3, top 5 deck right now, maybe potentially S tier. Mario is still quite good. Acilio's good. Huntsman is pretty solid right now, as we see crazy results. I think Dio is probably the last piece of that puzzle. They gave these 5 really powerful decks, but I think Valda is an interesting player in that meta where she has pretty good matchups into them. Mario's her hardest, but it's still pretty winnable. So I know Gravy is also a bit of a player, and I think Gravy, if Guardian rises up, Gravy shows up a little bit more, even though he's countered pretty hard by Dio and Acilio. But take a look at how we play into Gravy in this post-pen world. We got some cool new toys. Boots are great, not giving him Quicken. It doesn't matter too much, but I think there's some really cool anti-Gravy cards. So they get to go first. They're going to start by just casting a chum out of their hand. We will go find our ley line, and then we'll just go send a boulder drop and clear the chum out. So we'll keep surges rolling. Not quite third, so we'll discard another chum, which sucks. We'll just play another chum. But we got to clearing these chums out is important. It lets us set up for a kind of a clean end game. Going Rabble, which means he's going to play chum after this. So we need to make sure we can clear it. So we'll set up the Aftershock, and then the Aftershock sets us up with a dominated totem for the next turn. Or we can just block with like an Imposing Visage here, either this link or next. Doesn't really matter too much. So let's block 3, go to 32, which sucks. But we're able to set ourselves up here. Basically, we arsenal one of the rest threats, and we're able to keep kind of a full card in ish play. We're behind some life, but we're not as far behind as we think. Dipple's great, it's fine. Take the damage. You'll discard Rigor, play Rigor, or Sawbones rather, okay. And then we'll just, I think we block with Gloves and Solid Ground. Maybe there's a better time to block with Gloves, but I want to just send, put them for a nice break point. And then we get a Solid Ground here. So we lose the value on the block, but we gain it back on the +1. We'll go ahead and Midas touch this Sawbone so we don't have to deal with it for the rest of the game. Giving him 2 gold is a pain, but clearing that ally is so sweet. So we'll go Surge, put him, and then we'll have a big threat for next turn. Then Fearless Singing is kind of a bummer in blocking it, but we have a hand that converts offensively, so we'll just end up put them, and we can pummel it. This pummel's pretty obvious, and maybe it's wrong to do this, but it always can't block as well as they want to, and I feel like we're gonna get through the defenses pretty well with just 14. Then we keep our arsenal. He goes there. He's able to Blood in the Water, which is pretty brutal, especially since luckily he's only discarding from hand, so it's like maybe worse. If you ripped it off the top and like still had play, well, I guess if you have no, that's not important. Cool. So he's gonna go Oyston. I think we just block with a card here. It's fine. So like let's talk about the lines here because we have 2 surges. We have a Pulverize and Arsenal, which we want to use, but we really can't use Pulverize at the same time. Not well, at least. If we block with a card, like Boulder Drop here, Tectonic Instability, we make a couple surges, and we're able to debilitate and arsenal whatever we find next. Feels like the highest value, but maybe we just are supposed to IP. Maybe I'd like take a risky line here, but I think this is okay to just do this. I mean, the Aftershock's huge. This gives us tons of surges. We'll just play this out. Getting some damage. Alright. So he's gonna go Swell, probably into Boat. We'll block 3. We debilitate's free, so we can ideally go like Surge, be able to take Pummel, and then Arsenal Eruption. This is tough, but we have the Fridge currently to block this. We cover 8 here, flip it up, want to build it for 9. He goes Flute, which is brutal, but just damage though. So we got to take this and we just keep fighting through. And then I'll swing Oyston, which is even more damage, but I think you never want to kill Oyston. It just doesn't, it's never worth it. We'll just take it. We'll be down 9 life, but we got a lot of gas here, so let's try to kind of pivot and see what we can do. I think there's a line for like partialing the Rouse here instead, like pitching the Eruption for the Pummel, but I like this better, just like making the Surge. We'll block with Hat, that's fine. Lose their Jittery Bones, which is probably their starter, and probably like makes their hand work. That's really good. We slow them down. I'll Arsenal that, and this hand works as well. This is great. So things for 1, no go again. So I don't know why he made this play or how this turn ended up for him, but I'm sure Gravy gets awkward hands. So we'll end the turn. We get free Surges here. We gotta remove his Arsenal because he probably wanted to keep it, and then we'll send out 9 and then pummel this. Really hard for him to block if we're just like constantly disrupting him like this. I think instability is very underrated in this hero for like preventing them from like stuffing you. Is if he had like a Blood in the Water there, or like something like a Sink Below, just like it changes kind of how this plays. So this is huge here. We just rip 10 more damage. We put him kind of on the ropes, and we're keeping the Surges flowing. For the Rigor out. So we can just go Rouse into Disable here. I don't really want to, because like constantly threatening lethal now, so I think it's really good to get a different line. One Rouse, base, and then also Disable. But like this is one of the few turns you can quick dodge here, so you probably will. Oh sure, yes, and then we'll show Disable, present lethal. Blood, sure. The top. Oh, sure, makes sense. Crazy hand here, so we say no need to block, really. Block with chest if we want to, but. The terrain, activate Grandeur, send debilitate. Do 6 surges if it hits. Which gives us a free put 'em, so we can just block with everything we have and kind of present lethal next turn. While having kind of a nice life lead. Stopping Prismatic and both. That's so okay. So here's our tech. Let's talk about some of this. We brought in Pilfer. I think this card is so sick in Pen. I think it allows most decks to flip an unfavored to favored matchup in Gravy. I think he's gonna go find his last chum. And then he has to tap Dead Threads to play it because he only has 1 card in hand because we're pressuring so much and ripping cards from his hand. So when he goes to tap the Dead Threads, we're able to stop the chum, and his hand becomes pretty, like, he'll do a lot of damage here, but he can't stop us. So the chum is so huge. Like, the Rouse could maybe kill the chum and not be a problem, but being able to just blow him out here and just kill his chum, basically block the chum swing, kind of, and then kill the chum immediately off of a blue is so sick. He'll send 12 here, which is a lot of damage off a small hand. But we have so much armor, and then we can just go Rouse, do a big finish. I think they end up leaving at this point in the game. But yeah, I think I have to like tell them to refresh, but they just leave. Yeah, I think this is a pretty winnable matchup. He definitely stumbled in the mid game a bit. But we were able to block a fair bit more. Like, we could have just blocked 12 and then sent back a billion damage still. I think a lot of Gravies aren't aware of Pilfer. A lot of them have had, when I played it, people have had to read it for the first time. So you can definitely catch people off guard with it this weekend if you're worried about gravy. This matchup's, I think, not as bad as it was. So, yeah, I'm excited for kind of a post-Verdance world. I think the CC metagame is super exciting. Omens may make it worse, but I hope it doesn't. I think this is the first time Guardian's been like a real deck since Bright Lights, maybe? I think Bright Lights is probably the closest, like, this has felt like a Guardian's like a top-tier deck. We had 3 in the top 8 calling last week. So, kind of crazy shit, but happy to be here. Super stoked for the format has for us. I think Volva's got great matchups in some of the top decks right now. Mario can be tough, but I'm excited. Deck list will be down below. And yeah, thanks for watching.